All right, everyone. So we're going to continue on with this sort of development sort of set of things. We made an actual nav bar and coded it up. Next, I want to kind of work on the hero banner or this sort of section here of the page. So let's take a look at what we ended up with in the first place as to in the previous video. So I'm going to literally just go live. Let's take a look. So this is what we've got in HTML and CSS. So it's kind of just mirroring this. I'm just eyeballing it and getting it to look okay. Not doing any major league sort of like, I'm looking at this mess. Sort of. So I'm not making it sort of responsive just yet. Just sort of eyeballing it and building out something so it's coded. Again, this won't be ideally this would be like a React application of some sort anyway, but for now it's just this, and I've done it as a sticky nav as well. So ideally, because this is a sticky nav, we're gonna have to budge some of the stuff down in more of an absolute position. So first we'll just get the structure of it and then we'll kind of work it. And again, this is completely live. I'm saying it's live, it's recorded, but I'm just kind of eyeballing the Figma design and then kind of making that. So from what I'm thinking is we've got one div here, another div here, maybe, and a couple of paragraphs or something. I don't know. We'll see. Let's have a little play with this. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be. Let's mark these off as to what I've got so far. So we know we've got the body, then we've got the container. Inside the container, we've got basically our nav section. Nev, not nav, nav bar. So that's basically that. Now, once we've finished our nav bar, we now need to start on our hero area. So let's say hero. Okay, I'm just gonna make a new div. Again, I'll just flex it, not flex. Oh my life. Yeah, watch me not type. Flex. So now we got the div for this hero area, that bit there, basically. Let's make another div for these two. Or you know what? No, not yet. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna shove them all sort of in this div for now. So I'll have like a H1 saying, what was it? Hey, I'm Tom. Okay. And then maybe a H2 of full stack developer, AI enthusiast, whatever you want to put there. I'll put AI enthusiast. Again, you can put what you like there. Full stack developer, AI enthusiast, blah, 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 this, that, the other. Engineering manager, whatever. So we've got our H1, H2. Let's do a couple of paragraphs. Paragraph and another paragraph. Now these for now, I'm just going to copy paste what we've got here. If I can. Web page, hero section, hero heading. That's the header text. We'll type different Laura Ipsum, that's what I want. So at this point, I just want basically go and do this. I just want the first paragraph. So I'm going to copy the first paragraph. Paste it in there. And copy the second paragraph. Seriously? Copy the second paragraph. Seriously? Oh my life. Today is one of those days, I think, isn't it? This should not be this hard. There's that. Let's click on this. Now let's grab this. There we go. Copy the next paragraph. Paste in. Probably would have been quicker just typing in lorem. It's like, okay. So we've now got AI on Tom, AI enthusiast, lorem ipsum, blah, 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 blah. Yep. We've got a couple of paragraphs. At this point, if we take a look, it's all up there. Like I said, it's not a good, it's not a pretty sight, is it? So let's have a play with this. We know kind of what we want it to look like. Let's see, can I do this? Let's move that over a bit. Maybe about there. Then I'm going to kind of close that out, move this over, bring that in a bit so I can see it, bring that down. Right, so this heading and everything is in this flex thing here. So I want them flex column for a start off, yeah? That's a good start. Now, what else do I want? I want to kind of bring them down a bit. So I'm going to give them absolute and then a top of so many pixels. I don't know. I'm just going to put 300 pixels and see what it looks like. How cool's that? Bit too much, but yeah. 200 looks a bit more normal. There we go. So now my H1, you know what? I'm going to default these to text 6XL. Maybe a bit bigger. 8XL. Maybe a bit too big. Can I do a 7? 7XL. There we go. Why not? Obviously, it's a bit crazy for the paragraphs, but that's fine. Class equals text. Let's try LG. Maybe a bit smaller. MD. Maybe not. Sam. Does that sound about right? Yeah, why not? Text small. Same again. Class equals text. Whoops. Text. There we go. What else do we want to do? We want to kind of center up the thing. So can I do a text center at this point? How cool's that? Now that we've got that point, let's think about this. What can we do here? I want to kind of background of whatever I've got in my main thing, which is this one here, that green. Okay, so we're gonna do a background of that. Yeah. And then padding Y, padding Y of, let's try PY4 and see what it looks like. What does it look like on the actual Figma? What's happening on the Figma? It's very chunky there. It's a lot more sort of, so I'm thinking of padding Y of a bit more than that, really. And also, yeah, okay, so let's try padding Y 6. Padding Y 8. Maybe. Let's have a look. It wants to be a bit more bold, doesn't it? Okay. Well, let's say font semi-bold. A bit better, right? Let's think. Width. Right, width. Not that. I'm just going to keep nudging it. 500 maybe. There we go. That'll do. Why not? I think I'll change that just to AI enthusiast because it looks a bit weird with a slash on there. Let's do Do I want any other backgrounds on that, or is that going to be all right? Yeah, I think I'll change it back to full stack developer just because for the look of it to look fairly straightforward on it. Well, no, I'll leave that there. I do want this to have semi-bold though. So class um font semi-bold. And then what we'll do is we'll do something like boom, boom, boom. I will give it a bit of a M3 and then give that one an M3 as well. Well, a bit of a weird word, M3. Maybe a bit more. Does M4 look like? Doesn't. 5? No. I guess M3 it is then. No, hang on, that's M6 will do. We're playing on the M6. Yeah. And then maybe these two, give them M2 or something. Yeah. That'll do. Actually, that M2 there will do nicely. Right. I do want both of them to be slightly darker though. So I know what I'm going to do. Text black slash 50. That's more like it. Text black slash 50. Well, the 50 is just a 50% opacity. So we get that sort of look to it. We've kind of got those. We've got the thing there. We've got some space between. That probably wants a bit more space away from it, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna, where have we got that top? Where's it gone? Top 220, 240. That looks a bit more like it. So now we got that. Next is going to be, let's see, these bits, right? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 things. These are going to be divs, let's say. Got another div here. Yeah. So we'll call that stats. So we've done this sort of hero area here. Now we'll do some stats. Yeah. So again, I want a div. That's the stats. Inside there, I want 4 more divs, but I'm just going to make one and style it. Yeah. So let's get into it. But now I'm going to put inside here, I'm going to put H2 of 884, H3 of total comments. Okay. Now we take a look. What does that look like? We got 884 total comments up there in the air. Again, the downside to this is if you make one thing that's sort of like that, it's not going to push anything down. So we're going to always end up with these things up in the air. So again, this is going to have an absolute. Again, I'm saying have to. This is choice. You could make it differently. We'll say absolute. We'll say what was the previous one? Previous one was the top of 240. So let's imagine that's 240. Another 240 will bring you here. So we say 550. Bit more than that then. 650. And we may have a winner. I don't know. Let's take a look. Not much space. A bit more. 670, 7680. I think that'll do. I don't know. We'll find out in a minute. And since it's flex, I want that one to be flex col. So it's going to be column. Uh, text center. Okay. Let's think. Size of this H2 is going to be text 2XL. What's that look like? Size does it look like on this? Bigger than that, and it? Because that's like on the entire screen. So 4XL, maybe 5XL. Let's try 4XL. Yeah, if there's going to be four or five of those, that doesn't look that bad. Let's take quick butchers at this one. Text's going to have to go a bit smaller on that total commits. Unless I do 5XL with that, that'll do. And now this one's going to have uh, text, black, slash, yeah, there we go. Is that maybe a little bit more space between them? Don't know, maybe. I'll say MB for margin bottom of one. There we go. Could have done actually a gap as well. That would have worked, but that's fine. So now we've budged those over, which means in theory, oh, that's what I do want. I do want a gap of these, but I'll do the gapping in a minute. But how many was there? There was four, was it? Five, four of them. So let's copy, 2, 3, 4, save. Now's where we need the gap. So let's say gap 6. Is that mad? Whoa, whoa. Oh, because I didn't do the top. Okay. Gap 6. I'm going to go gap 8. What sort of gap do we want? Maybe a bit more. Can we do a gap 12? I reckon. Yeah, that'll do. Then I need a background. White. Padding 6. Whoa, what did I do? Oh, I did right. Hmm. P6, is it? Done it again. Yeah. Get to press space. PY 3. That right? Or do I need more space? That's looking, yeah, it's a bit too chunky. Okay. Ooh, that looks a bit more right. Just for the hell of it, I'll keep it. See the way this is? I'm gonna give that as well a shadow LG. That'll do. So we've got a nice little drop shadow on that one. Don't think I did on that one anyway, but it's got a little bit of roundedness to it as well. Should I do? I think I'm gonna kind of take the edge off these. So I'm gonna say rounded LG, and same again for my uh, hero area. Well, not that one. Sorry. That one. There we go. Got a little bit of rounding. Got that down there. I don't really like I want a little bit less space here between these two. So where are we? Let's see. That and then do. Do I want that? No, that'll do. Right, so now if I just make this sort of that big, we've got seemingly something like this. So it's not perfect. I don't get this at 14:4 as well, so it looks a bit. But yeah, I think we're in a good place at this point. So if I scroll up a bit, we're kind of doing the whole thingy. I'm gonna guess I need to change my Z index though, because these are probably going to be on top of it somewhere perhaps, but in general I'll leave it as that. Just for now, just as a general thing. I mean, if I bring this down and then zoom up, yeah, so these are coming on top of that. So ideally we want this to be higher Z index. So if we go to our nav bar, say Z of 50, now we'll try that again. That's better. Yeah. So we just wanted them kind of below there. Looking good for now. I'm saying looking good. It looks a bit like this. We've got, I mean, I could do a bit of a thinner thing for this one. So I'd say this is not quite the same. I might do a regular with that just to finish it up, and then we'll call it a day for this video. So where are we for this one? I want this to be, instead of semi-bold, I'll put that to regular and see what it looks like. That looks a bit more like it. So now, how's that? There we go. So we've got main heading, next heading, a little bit of stuff, some I'm going to finish it off by putting the correct bits in here. And I'd say it's got all exactly the same there. I want to switch it up and have it the same as these. So 39 and longest streak. That's the next one. So 39 and longest streak. These are all just some of my old GitHub stats and that. Also, we got longest streak. We've got 141 total PRs. 141 total PRs. And then total contributions, 2,800. May have changed since then a little bit. Let's do with that. Now let's go and take a look at this. Now we've got 84, 39, 28, blah, blah, blah. Look at it on screen. There we go. So we've basically got similar sort of thing as to what we got there. So I think we'll call it this time. It's been awesome. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.